Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how to install the Real Deal TV app onto your Amazon Fire Stick. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, the first thing you want to do is get to your home screen on your Fire Stick. At that point, you are going to go to the top and you're going to navigate over to where it says Settings. And then once you get to Settings, you're going to enter that and come on down, and then you're going to navigate over again to where it says Device or Devices. And at that point, you're going to navigate down to where it says Developer Options. And in there, you want to make sure both these things are turned on. They both have to be turned on in order for everything to work properly. So at that point, once you have them on, just back out, come on back again to your home screen. And then once you get back to the home screen, you want to come back over to the left and you want to go to the magnifying glass so you can do a search, and you want to search for an application called Downloader. And as you start to enter the letters for Downloader, it should start to populate below with recommendations, and once you start to type a few letters, you should see the application Downloader just below. So just navigate, you don't have to type in the entire word, just navigate below and click on Downloader. And once you do that, you should see the application Downloader. We're going to click on it and start the download process. And you see it again, just click on it again to initiate the actual download. And as it starts to queue, it starts to download, it'll start to install on its own. And we'll just give it a few seconds or so. It'll download pretty quickly and then it'll do the install. At that point, you click on Open to actually open up the application. And at that point, you'll see a little housekeeping there. Don't worry about it. And at this point, this is where we're going to start typing in the information necessary for the Real Deal TV application. So we're going to highlight that, and we're going to come down below and we're going to backspace a bit. So we're going to do a delete button, and we're going to back up a little bit, and we're going to put an HTTPS in there because it's a secured site. So we have to enter that, and then we're going to come back down and change the keyboard layout so we can actually put in the colon and the backslash. So we're going to do colon, backslash, backslash, and then we'll come back to the alphanumeric keyboard, and then we'll start to type in the actual rest of the site address. And be mindful that as you type in these addresses, everything has to be as you see it on the screen above. Otherwise, you won't be directed to the proper site location and you won't be able to get the app. So just make sure you type it in as it is with the proper case and spaces and things of that nature. Make sure that it's all lowercase where it's lowercase and no spaces, and just type it in exactly as you see it above. And at that point, you should be able to access the app and be able to load it onto your device. So if you need to pause at any time, feel free to do so and take your time and type it in if this goes too fast for you. Okay, uh, just a moment here and we'll be done, and then we'll move on to the next step. And once everything is typed in, we're going to go down to the bottom and click Done, and it's going to redirect us to another area. And at that point, the application should initiate some sort of download on its own and get us logged in to the download site. Now, as we enter, it's going to give us a little countdown screen that takes about 30 seconds, but I'm going to speed through this process. All right, so at this point, you just navigate down to the end. And what I want you to do is click on the blue button at the bottom there to actually start the download of the app. And once it starts to download, it just takes a few moments, and then it'll actually start the install process so we can get the actual application installed here. And it just takes a moment, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, great. Now, what we have to do at this particular point is we have to go in and go over it and click on the install button at the bottom to install the Real Deal TV app. And it installs pretty quickly. Okay, great. Now we're going to navigate over to open the application. And it should give you a quick welcome screen there. Now we're at the actual interface of how the TV works. However, I've already had the application on this device before, so there were some other things that you'll have to do initially that weren't shown here. And simply at that point, you'll enter, it'll give you an opportunity to enter your username and your number. So at that point, you enter your username and your number, which you received when you got your welcome package with your codes and that sort of thing, and just enter those, and at that point you'll get to the screen where we are now. Typically it comes on the weather channel, and at that point you'll see this menu here in the TV section, and it's just a quick guide that navigates many pages pretty quickly. And you can do that, and then you can always change the screen to the traditional channel guide that most of us are used to. And you can just go down and navigate to the various channels you're looking for, and shouldn't be much of a problem there in terms of familiarity. And at that point, you're ready to rock and roll. Depending upon your device and the remote control with that device, some of the keys may be a little different, but typically it's pretty straightforward with the navigation wheel on the Fire Stick and some of the other Android devices and things of that nature. But it's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions or concerns, or you're not really comfortable, go on to the website, and you should see some helpful videos or some FAQs or something like that to give you a better handle on working with this device and working with the service. So hopefully you found this to be helpful, and we look forward to talking to you soon.